Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tarda Zone. As you can see by the video, or the live stream, I should say, we got the hashtag Sheen for 14. Now, why am I doing this stream? I'll tell you why, because I'm sick and tired of the constant moaning from our side of the fandom. I'm sick and tired of the constant pettiness. I'm sick and tired of the fact that people can't get beyond their hatred, that they can't get behind a bloody hashtag. Yet this is going to be me giving out to you all now, because I'm sick and tired of it all, to be quite honest with you. And I'm going to explain the reasons why you should get behind this hashtag. Now, for anybody that doesn't agree with this stream, I suggest that you unsub me, for starters. I don't want anybody's toxic crap, because I'm sick of it now, right? Every time I put up a post, I've got someone moaning at me. I'm not supporting hashtag Sheen for 14 because he's a leftist, and he's a leftist, and his politics are leftist. And I'm not supporting it either because BBC is also leftist, and I'm not getting behind it. Right, I'm going to point a few things out to you. BBC produced shows like Peaky Blinders, Line of Duty, and recently a show called The Bodyguard. Now, those shows were not full of politics. So BBC is capable of actually making shows that do not annoy the fans. Okay? Now, the difference between Jodie Whittaker, Chris Chibnall is that they decided a long time ago that they were going to put their politics into the show. Now, people will argue that BBC did do it during the Matt Smith era and Peter Capaldi. Yes, they did. But it wasn't as bad as it is now, right? The thing is Jodie and Chris were left to their own devices, and this is what happened, right? But again, I'll go back to shows like Line of Duty, Bodyguard, and Peaky Blinders. These are shows that have millions of viewers, or have had millions of viewers watching each week, week in, week out, right? Now, by the logic of everybody out there, BBC shouldn't have been able to produce these shows because they're left-winged, they're left-minded, right? And all of this rubbish about, I don't want Michael Sheen to be the Doctor because he's left-winged, right? Well, sorry to shock you all, but David Tennant was also left-winged, right? His politics are left, right? Just like most of the actors that have taken the job. The difference is that Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall didn't keep their personal politics out of the show, right? BBC, yes, of course, let them do that, but I think BBC have learned a lesson now. Now, the reason why I want people to get behind the hashtag Sheen for 14 is quite simple. Recently, Michael Sheen had won a poll from Radio Times, which they shut down, by the way, because it wasn't going the way that they thought it was going to go. They put a load of women in the poll, along with most of the blokes that have been rumoured over the last couple of years, including Michael Sheen. And Michael Sheen won that poll, and they closed it down, right? Michael Sheen won that poll, and they closed it down. So why am I so adamant that fans should get behind this hashtag? Well, it's quite simple. Right now, as we speak, you've got Jodie Whittaker fans, right, and YouTube channels that have supported this era going and doing articles for media saying that Joe Martin, or whatever choice they have, should be the next Doctor. Now, you'll notice by all their choices, they seem to be all women, right? None of them are picking a man. So they're trying to control the narrative. And that's why I want people to get behind this hashtag. I don't care if you don't agree with Michael Sheen's personal politics. I don't care if you have it in for BBC. I have it in for BBC, but I'm willing to put it aside for this campaign. And the reason why is because we want to send BBC a clear message. The Radio Times poll has sent them a clear message that they want Michael Sheen for the doctor, right? Now, they mightn't go down that route, right? But it's at least they know that fans are not willing to accept another mediocre choice, whether it be Joe Martin or whatever, right? They want the best person cast for the role. Right now, fans have spoken, and that person is Michael Sheen, right? Now, if you all want to, if you all want to, just basically throw away your chance to actually have a say because of what's happened over the last 5 years, I think that's actually very petty, to be quite honest with you. And the reason why I say that is this is the first opportunity that we've had to have a real voice. And all I'm getting is, I'm not supporting Sheen for 14. I'm not doing this because Doctor Who is dead and the BBC is dead. Until BBC get rid of Doctor Who, I'm not going to support. Bottom line is this. Doctor Who is going nowhere. BBC want to continue Doctor Who. So now you fans that have decided to not watch the Jodie Whittaker era, right, because of what we've seen happen, and those fans that have watched along with us, right, it's time to make a choice now, right? You can either sit back and let your hatred of the BBC consume you all, right, and let the J-bots control the narrative and they get their choice of the Doctor. Or you get up off your asses and you actually do something about it. Now, as I said, Michael Sheen mightn't win, mightn't get the job, but it's at least BBC will know. We send them a clear message, right? It's actually funny, right? He's won that Radio Times poll. It'll be very interesting to see if Radio Times actually do an article on the fact that he won the poll, right? If they don't, then you know what they're up to. They're trying to control the narrative, right? And we cannot let them control the narrative. This is the first time that they've been in a weakened situation, all of these fans, right? And we got a chance to have our voices being heard, but yet people are letting their hatred. And listen, I hate BBC just as much as the rest of us, right? I despise them for what they did to Doctor Who. It broke me heart, right? But we need to put all of that aside now, right? Because right now the fan favourite is Michael Sheen, right? So we either get behind it, right? Or you sit back and you do nothing. And then I'm going to say this to you out straight, right? If you sit back and do nothing, then you have absolutely no right to complain about the show when it comes back, right? Because you have an opportunity to do something and you choose not to. You choose not to, right? So I don't want to hear, right, you're moaning about Series 14 and Series 15 when it comes along, if they cast a woman or they cast whatever, because yous have an opportunity now to actually speak up, and a lot of yous out there are letting yous our hatred of the BBC make up yous own mind, whereas we actually have a real opportunity. As I said, the first opportunity actually. They're in a weakened state now. They're trying to control the narrative, guys. There's been articles out there, big YouTubers and all, saying why Joe Martin should be the next choice and all this. Joe Martin's not good enough to play the Doctor, right? She might have been slightly better than Whittaker, but she's not good enough, right? Now, fans have made it clear who they want, right? And he won the poll, okay? And this is one poll that the J-bots could not rig. They couldn't rig it, right? He still came on top, right? So, look, at the end of the day, you know, as I said, if you all sit back and stay silent on this and you don't do anything about it, then you have absolutely no right to complain about the show anymore. Seriously, I'm not messing. You have absolutely no right to complain about it again, right? We got an opportunity now, right? Got an opportunity now to do something. And people out there are saying to me, I'm not going to support Mike Sheen for 14. Sorry to let you know, all the actors that have played the Doctor since the show has come back in 2005 are all left-winged, and their politics are left-minded politics, right? As I said, the difference is that Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall decided to actually put their personal politics in the show. Now, I know fans will argue, and I will answer this. I know fans will argue, well, it was creeping in. BBC had an agenda, it was creeping in during Matt Smith's era, and then they forced the Jordan Peter Capaldi's. Yes, they did have a bit of an agenda. Of course they did, right? But it wasn't as bad as what happened. Whittaker and Chibnall were left to their own devices, and look what happened. This is not going to happen again, folks. This is the thing. And you just want to listen to me because I get insider information all the time, as you know, right? And I'm telling you now that the BBC want Doctor Who to work, right? I'm telling you this. So I wish you would all start listening to me, right? Because some big YouTuber will report this in a couple of months' time. You will all listen to that big YouTuber, but I said a month beforehand, right? I'm telling you now, BBC want Doctor Who to work. Okay? It's why the decision was made. Okay? That's why Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker are gone. Right? So that's an indication to me that they might be willing to change. But if we sit back and we say nothing, right? We sit back and we say nothing, then we've only got ourselves to blame when they cast another woman in the role. Right? And I don't want to hear it from you anymore, to be quite honest with you. Right? There'll be nobody complaining about it. Nobody has the right to complain about it if you don't speak up. Right? Michael Sheen won a Radio Times poll. Right? Every other poll that they've done, right, that involves Jodie Whittaker and stuff like this, and you've seen how those polls are rigged. They couldn't even rig this poll, folks. Right? It was like as if the vote was spread. All the J-bots picked their own, and you could see they all picked the women, right? Because I put up a video earlier on. If you just looked at it, they all clearly picked the women, right? But there was people out there voting for Michael Sheen, and Michael Sheen won the poll. So a message is being sent to the Radio Times. Now, we can either sit back and not do anything about it, or we can make sure that people are aware of this Radio Times poll, which I have. And also, as I said, get behind this Sheen for 14. I think now it's time, you know. I mean, someone actually came to me, right, and said to me, because I brought up Line of Duty. Someone says to me, the last season of the Line of Duty is very woke, so I'm told. So you didn't watch it. So you didn't watch the last season of Line of Duty, but yeah, you're telling me that it's woke and you haven't watched it. See, this is the bullshit I'm dealing with, right? And this is the bullshit that's on our side of the fandom right now. People, look, as I said, this is the best opportunity we will ever have, right? To have our voices heard. Are you really going to let all these J-bots, all these fake fans control the narrative and control who the next Doctor is? Because I tell you, if you do allow it to happen, right, and you don't do anything about it, right, I'm out. I'm done. I'm rebranding my channel and I'm done with this bullshit, right? Because I'm not going to go for another 2 or 3 years, right, complaining about this show and having a go because, as I said, we've got an opportunity. We have a chance to do something here. I would implore you all right now and make a personal plea. You need to put your pettiness and your hatred aside to get behind this Sheen for 14. As I said, he may not get cast, but he may look at that and say, okay, they obviously want a different sort of Doctor. Listen, the whole point is not, I don't want you to vote because Michael Sheen's a man. That's not the only reason, by the way. It's not the reason, actually. The reason is because he's a good actor, right? He's got a great CV, right? He's high caliber, and that's what we need. And this is why Jo Martin won't work. She's good on Holby City, but Holby City is our level. Doctor Who, many times I have to tell people, Doctor Who is above Jodie Whittaker's pay grade, and Doctor Who is above Jo Martin's pay grade. It's as simple as that. The job is too big for the boat, right? A man like Michael Sheen or an actor or an actress of that caliber, right, is what we need right now, right? Now, some people say that we should go with an unknown. That might be the case. But again, I'm asking you to get behind this hashtag because we need to send a message. Now, if people can't get behind it, as I said, don't come to me moaning about the show, right, when it comes back, because you have no right to, right? You will have absolutely no right. And I mean that. You will have no right, because this is what I was told, right? And I said this already a few months back. And I've been throwing up my videos on Twitter lately as well. You need to listen to me, right? BBC want to go back to a traditional doctor. They want the show to go back to the way it was. Okay? So, would Michael Sheen be traditional? Yes, he would. Yes, he would. Look, guys. The reason why I'm coming down hard on people is this. This is the first time in 5 years that their side is not being listened to, right? But there's a chance that they could as the months go on. And we as a fandom, our side especially, need to figure out what we're going to do. We're either going to back Sheen for 14, or we stay silent, let them get to choose the next doctor again. And by the way, I won't be coming back to complain about the show, because if fans don't do that on their side, I'm not doing any reviews. Why should I? Why should I? Right? So people can just moan about something that they haven't watched. Right? I'm not doing that anymore. Right? I'm done. This is an opportunity we have. And I can't believe that fans won't get on board with it, because they're afraid that because Michael Sheen is politics are leftist. As I said already, right? David Tennant was also left-minded, along with every other doctor. Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall were left to their own devices, and that's why we got the show. Listen, there was people inside the BBC, and I was told this, and I reported on the channel a few months back, right? That there were people inside the BBC themselves that thought Chris Chibnall had gone too far. Right? So, look, as I said, he mightn't get the job, but we're sending a message to the BBC, who we'd like to see, or someone of that ilk. So, and then people, let me see, can BBC actually afford a decent showrunner and doctor? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. I think people forget the deals that were made under this era. There's money. There's money. And by the way, it's not a question of money for Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen would like to play the Doctor, so money isn't an issue here. I think people are kind of getting caught up in that as well, right? For Michael Sheen, this is not about money. He wants the job, right? He's wanted to play the Doctor, okay? So, I mean, look, again, as I said, if you guys all sit back now this time, right? Because I've been on this channel and I've asked people to get behind campaigns before, and we've had a mediocre response, right? We had one successful campaign on this channel where everybody got together for it. It was to send the emails to BBC, and everybody supported that. Every other campaign that we've had, nobody has supported it or it's gotten a lukewarm reception. There's no second chances here, right? This is it. It doesn't matter. Sheen, look. I don't care whether Sheen is fucking doing good omens or not, right? I don't care. That's not the point. You are all missing the point, right? You are missing the point. And by the way, Series 14 is not going to be for a while yet anyway. So he'll be finished filming Good Omens Season 2. Right? But that's not the point anyway. It's not about that. I don't give a crap if he's doing Bleeding Good Omens 3, 4 and 5. The point is we get behind this hashtag because we want someone of that ilk. Jesus Christ, man. Like, seriously, why am I arguing with people on our side? Right? Do you know what? I'm sick and tired of this. The shit I say months back, right? And then other people, oh no, did you hear what this YouTuber said? Yeah, I reported it months back. Like, seriously. This bullshit excuses that everybody keeps coming up with needs to stop. Right? Needs to stop. A mass needs to get behind something because it'll send a message to the BBC and all I'm getting is, oh, Michael Sheen's doing Good Omens Season 2. I don't give a fuck. Don't care. Right? Don't care. By the time Season 2 is over, it'll be, as I said, Series 14 won't be even done. And I want to actually put out there as well that a lot of you are saying, oh, BBC's going to cast another woman. Not true. Not true. They're openly looking at men and women for the role, by the way. Openly. Reported again on this channel months ago. They're openly looking for a man and a woman. It was even reported by someone else that 2 regeneration scenes were filmed. One with a bloke and one with a woman. Right? So they're not actively just going out looking for women either. Right? So this is another reason why people should get behind this hashtag. Right? Because maybe we might have a little bit of influence. And BBC might decide, well, let's cast a bloke. It mightn't be Michael Sheen. They could go with some other bloke. So, look. It's up to you ourselves. But I'm going to tell you right now. Right? You will have no right to complain about Series 14 and 15. None. It's like as if the attitude that I have for people is that you wanted to die. You're all saying you are fans, but yet you are willing to sit back and watch the show even die even further. If they get to choose the next Doctor, all of these fake fans and J-bots, right? You only have yourselves to blame. Right? Because we actually have an opportunity here. You don't realise how big this opportunity actually is. And we'll never get another opportunity like it again. Never get another opportunity like it again. I'm sick and tired of the attitude of our side. We need to look. You all see my timeless child reaction. I was devastated, right? So don't think for 1 second that I've forgiven BBC here. I haven't. But I'm putting that aside right now to get behind this because I want BBC to hear us loud and clear. Now, he wants the role, right? He's wanted the role, right? He was even rumoured to be one of those people in line to take the role years ago, right? And it still hasn't gone away. He won a Radio Times poll. And remember, the J-bots always rigged those polls. For God's sake, they voted Jodie Whittaker's the best Doctor out of all of them, including Tom Baker and David Tennant, right? They were able to rig that poll, but they weren't able to rig this poll, which means their influence is on the wane, folks, which means we actually have an opportunity here. So, you know, If you want to waste it, that's fine. But as I said, if a woman is cast for series 14 and 15 and you don't like who it is, and it happens to be Joe Martin, just for example, just let's say, well, then you only have yourselves to blame, right? Because I'm sick of this attitude, right? At one hand, you have the show's being destroyed. I want Chris and Jodie gone. Now they're gone. Now all I'm getting is this. All I'm getting is, well, I hope the show dies now. BBC, it's still run by the BBC, right? Like, I mean, come on. Doctor Who's been run by the BBC for bleeding decades, right? And even in 2005. And by the way, anyway, you know, you talk about woke and all. RTD's era is woke, whether you like it or not, right? Even Stephen Moffat's era is woke, whether you like it or not, right? You weren't complaining back in 2005, right? The difference is, as I said, is that Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker were basically allowed to do whatever they wanted. And obviously, their politics, you know, they decided that they were going to insert their politics into the show, right? And as I said a few months back on this channel, even people inside the BBC think they've gone too far. I even said it, right? And I understand there does need to be a clear out at BBC, but I will point back to the fact that the BBC have produced shows like The Bodyguard, Line of Duty, and Peaky Blinders. Okay? So it's not beyond BBC to create actually good shows here. Right? This whole narrative that the whole of BBC is woke, yes, it's true to a certain extent, but there are still shows out there that are being made that aren't. So, I mean, I don't know what you want. Now, the world wants Doctor Who back. No, not from what I'm reading. Not on Twitter. People are openly saying they hope the show dies, and I think that's disgusting. You know, there's a chance now to actually do something, and nobody wants to do that, and because they just can't put their hatred aside for a few months, get behind this hashtag just to send a message. And this is why I'm having a rant, because I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. Do you think I want to be here lambasting series 14 and 15? No. I actually want a show that I can get behind. And we've got an opportunity, because they're in a weakened state, to make our voices heard, and nobody is grabbing it. If you're given an opportunity, you grab it with both hands. You don't let it go. You don't let it pass you by, right? And I have to say, I'm not giving out to anybody, by the way, because there's some people in the chat saying sorry. You don't need to say sorry, right? I'm not really giving out about you guys anyway. I'm giving out about the shit that's going on Twitter and stuff. I'm just sick and tired of people's negativity all the time, right? We've been through 5 years of hell. We've got a chance to actually, as I said, have our voices to be heard for once, and nobody is grasping it. He won a poll, radio, and I keep bringing it up because it is important. He's won a poll, radio times, that the J-bots couldn't even rig themselves, which means a lot of them have even walked off now, even before Jodie does her last season, right? It's hit them like a ton of bricks, right? Because they never believed that Jodie Whittaker was going to go, because they did believe some of those YouTubers out there that were saying that Doctor Who was going to carry on with Jodie Whittaker into series 15, 14, 15, and 16, that she was going to become the longest Doctor and all of this, right? But it hasn't happened. They didn't expect the announcement when it came, right? They came after me for months. I've had YouTubers and all come after me, and even the video that a certain YouTuber went to the magazine actually has where I say Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall will both live. I actually say it in the video. Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall will leave together. Right? But nobody listens to me. And I'm telling you now, right? You have to listen to me. Because I get insider information. I think I've already proved more than enough now that I actually do. And I've been told, and I said this, and you could go back and watch all my videos. See, this is the thing. You need to go back and start watching me videos, right? You need to go back and start watching me videos. Because I actually said a few months back that even BBC had thought Chris Chibnall had gone too far. So it was even too much for the BBC. And I've also been told that they want a traditional Doctor Who. Now, you can take that whatever which way you want to take it, but that's what I've been told, right? And it's actually funny that there's people out there doing leaks and rumours now that are actually reporting on stuff that I spoke about months ago. They're actually putting up videos over the last couple of days about the stuff that I've spoken about over the last few months and the last year, right? But yeah, I'm the liar. But when they're posting all the stuff that I've said, they're repeating what I've basically said. And you need to listen to me. You either want the show. Look. I know this era has hurt a lot of people. It's hurt me deeply. Right? I can't believe how bad it actually got. I was devastated after the timeless child. People need to go back and watch me reaction start to that video. I was heartbroken. Now, if I'm able to put that aside to get behind this, because I believe that we can send a message to the BBC. That's why. Because I honestly believe that we can actually make a difference. This is the opportunity now. So we either grasp it with both hands or we let it pass us by. But as I said, for those fans that let this opportunity pass them by, you will actually, do you know what? You just won't have any right to complain about the next upcoming series if they don't cast someone that you like or they continue down this direction, right? Because you actually have a chance to make a difference. And a lot of you are refusing to do so. And it actually annoys me. I mean, I don't know what you want. I mean, you will all be giving out. And I know what can happen. If Doctor Who dies, it'll be Dream Central for all the YouTubers saying how you are right and all of this. And I think there's a lot of that got to do with it. You know, I know these last 5 years have been a disaster. But we've got an opportunity to hopefully see that Doctor Who has a brighter future. Now, I don't know what more to say. You know, I've come on here to try and wake yous all up. And I know some people won't agree with what I'm saying and actually probably think I'm out of line. I don't care. I actually don't care. Right? For years I've been in the trenches, so to speak. Right? I've taken a lot of personal crap from these fans over the last 5 years. And I'm not going to sit by, right, and do nothing when we have a clear opportunity to make a difference. No way. They cannot become the main voice of this fandom anymore. They have helped destroy this show, and because of their support, the show has ended up on its last legs, where BBC have had to make the choice. I'm not gonna sit here and say, because there are people in there saying surely it can get better after the crap that we've had from the Whittaker and Chibnall era. I'm not going to make that promise to you. It could be worse, right? It could be worse, but there is a chance that it can be better, and that's where We have to start thinking. There's a chance. Now, I know fans out there are afraid to get burnt. So am I. I really am. But I believe in this because I do honestly do believe we've got the best chance to send the message. And if we don't take this, guys, then it goes the other way, right? And then the show is gone, and it's gone for decades. It doesn't come back. And I don't believe that there are people out there that deep down want this show to crash and burn. If you love this show as much as I do, you will fight for it. I fought for it for 5 years. I've been called toxic, been called every name. I've even had falling out with people on their side, because I kept fighting for this show. And I'll continue to do it as long as I believe is necessary. You have to join me in this one. This show has done a lot for me. And maybe you need to maybe you will understand me a little better. If you knew that. This show means the world to me. And yes, the last 5 years has been an absolute shit show. I know that. But guys, come on. It's time for us to put all our hatred, pettiness aside. Just this time, look, if it doesn't work out, and they cast whoever they cast, right, and it doesn't work out, it's at least we could say we tried. Right? It's at least we could say we tried. After this, I'll never ask you to do anything again. You have me word. It'll be done. It'll be done after this. I'll never ask you to do anything again. But you need to get behind this. You really do. We need to try. Because if not, right, and if you're like me, and the show means as much to you as it does to me, well then I don't know about you, but I know if I sat back and did nothing, and the show ended up being completely, and I mean utterly destroyed, right? Chibnall's era has done damage, we know that, and it has brought the show to the brink. But in all good conscience, I can't sit back and not do anything. I can't. It's not in my DNA. I have to fight. Because I love this show. I've grew up with this show all my life like he's all. I'm getting emotional now, but I'm trying not to, right? But if we sit back and do nothing, right, I know for a fact if I sit back and do nothing, I will feel guilty because I didn't do something. Because I sat back and I just let the show destroy itself and let the BBC destroy it. And I can't do that with all good conscience. I can't. This show has done a lot for me, saved my life. I met my wife through this show. I've met all you guys. We've built this community up because of this show. I wouldn't have this channel if it wasn't for this show. I wouldn't be running the groups that I run on Facebook and the Twitter account if it wasn't for this show. I just can't sit back. It's not in my DNA. And there will be people out there that'll say, no, you're fighting a lost cause. Probably am. I probably am. You're probably right. But I can't sit back and do nothing. If this show goes off here, I'll be devastated. I don't think you realise how much the show actually means. I'd be devastated. It deserves another chance at redemption. And I firmly believe if we make our voices heard, there can be a chance of that. And I don't think we should let this opportunity go by. I really don't. It means the 5 years that we fought will be for nothing. It'll be for nothing. And I can't accept that. And anybody that knows me knows that I'll never accept that. And even if it was just myself fighting this, you know I would. People are asking me about emails to the BBC. Leave it with me. Leave it with me. I'll try find out some information where we can actually send the emails to, and if it's okay to send emails, I'll let you know. But I'm pretty sure that the other side have already sent emails, and this is the thing I've said at the beginning. These guys are going to try and control the narrative, but they're in a weakened state right now. So we could stop them from controlling the narrative here. And we've already done it already, right? Well, we didn't necessarily do it because the Radio Times poll has already shown what the British public also want, right? They don't want us to keep going down this direction. They want Doctor Who to change, go back to the way it was. Yeah, an email campaign would be good as well, but we could do it in conjunction with using the hashtag. The 99 Doctor says, when I lost my dad 20 years ago, Doctor Who helped me a lot, and now my mum's gone, I want my show back. See, this is why the other side will never get it. There's emotional connection. And I feel that emotional connection to the show, just like the 99 Doctor does. You know, I helped him through. I helped this person through their bad times. And I say a lot of you have also been in that situation. Look, we've got one chance. And if we fail, we fail, right? But at least we can say we tried. I do believe that BBC, to a certain extent, want this show to succeed. I do. Because of what I heard months back. And we have to get behind this, folks. Lee has said, okay, I'm bored, you won me over. You know, that actually makes me feel great. Good. Because I know Lee would rather go for an unknown. But the fact that he's... Thank you, that means a lot. I just wish and hope that a lot more fans just... Come on, we've got an opportunity. Let's not let this go by. We can really do it. Exactly. They do. Look, a Doctor Who hasn't succeeded, right? They know that. BBC do know that. Look at Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker. If what I've heard is true, apparently they were told they're gone. Right? They were supposed to stay on. But they were told, no, enough is enough. It is. But here's the thing, Lee. I'm going to say this, right? I know I've put out a passionate plea. But unless we can convince the bigger YouTubers to get behind this, I know I'm probably pissing into the wind. They're the guys that we need to convince, because if we can get them behind it, we can get this hashtag trending. And remember what happens. I want to remind fans out there, anytime the Jodie Whittaker fans got a hashtag out there and it trended, there was loads of articles done about the hashtag. Fans want to think Jodie Whittaker is this, that, and the other. This is why I'm saying Sheen for 14, because it's already up there. You put hashtag Sheen, the 14 comes up, so because loads of people are using it. So we just need to, as I said, we mightn't get Michael Sheen, but at least BBC know that we don't want the show to continue the same trajectory, that we want it to change. You never know. We might get Richard Ayoade. We might get Tom Ellis. But the reason why I'm saying get behind Sheen for 14 is because that poll was important, by the way. And I keep bringing it up, and I'll keep bringing it up. That poll, Radio Times, was very telling, right? They closed the poll down because Michael Sheen was winning the poll. They didn't allow any more votes, right? They didn't allow any more votes, folks. They're already trying to change the narrative. So if we can get this hashtag Sheen for 14 trending, trust me, they won't be able to ignore it. Articles will be done about it. And that's how we get our voices heard. I will also, as I said, a lot of you in the chat being asking me, where about emails? Leave it with me. I'll go and talk to people that I know that are involved in, obviously, giving me me source information. I'll talk to me sources. I'll also talk to other people as well that are within or around the BBC, and we will see. But we did do an email campaign that was successful over the Graham O'Brien stuff, and BBC were forced to come out and make an apology. So in conjunction with the hashtag, yes, I'd say emails would be a good idea, but leave it with me and I'll let you know ASAP, right? I'll let you know I'll try let you know tomorrow where we can send the emails to. I'll get a specific email address and I will let you know. Yeah, use the hashtag on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you're on, right? Obviously, Twitter is the place that's listened to the most, but don't worry about that. The likes of me, Lee, Retro Dicky that I've seen in there, and there are other people that are on Twitter that will try rally the troops and get this going, right? But look I don't want Doctor Who to go off the telly, and I think a lot of you deep down don't want it to go, right? You are just pissed off at the BBC what they've done with it, and rightly so. Rightly so. I was heartbroken too, right? But we need to just put that aside just for this. And listen, as I said, if Michael Sheen doesn't get it, but someone else gets it, that's a good quality caliber of actor or actress, then I think fans will be happy. Fans just want someone that has a good CV and can act. And Joe Martin isn't it. And already the articles are out there, people promoting Joe Martin. And the thing about it is, sorry, this doesn't got to do with our skin color or anything like that. Our level is Holby City. Doctor Who is above our pay grade, just like it was for Jodie Whittaker. Joe Martin is not good enough to play the 14th Doctor. She does not have the gravitas. She just looked better because she was beside Whittaker, right? She's not good enough. Michael Sheen, or who was rumoured to be cast before Jodie Whittaker, Olivia Colman, they're the types of actor and actress you should be aiming for, right? And listen, people bring, well, can they afford them? That's not the point, folks. It's not the point. Anyway, Michael Sheen would love to play the Doctor. I'm pretty sure he'd take a pay bleeding cut, right? Olivia Colman was nearly there, but she got cold feet, right? So if they were able to nearly get her, well, then obviously money wasn't an issue either, right? And remember, they do have those deals from HBO Max and joining. Now, if they get it right, see, this is why I believe they have to get it right. Because China and HBO Max are not going to tolerate another couple of seasons of this rubbish, right? The licensees are not going to put up with this rubbish anymore. So that's why I do believe that there is a change in there. Now, am I going to say that Doctor Who is going to be political free? No, that's impossible. But could we get something better than what we've gotten over the last few years? I honestly do believe so. And I don't care what Michael Sheen's personal politics are. Once he keeps them out of the show, I don't give a flying crap. Just like David Tennant has the same politics as Jodie Whittaker, but he kept his politics out of the show. Right? People need to get away from that thinking as well. I see a lot of that. But look, I'm glad there's some people in here that I've been able to convince. Because I do firmly believe we can make a difference. So I'm going to leave it there because I do have another stream to come up in an hour. We've got the movie stream. We've got Batman. So we'll have our panel for that. But look, my final message would be this. We got a chance to do something here. Let's not throw it away. Hashtag Sheen for 14. Let's get behind this. Let's rally the troops. And then I'll let you know tomorrow about the emails. And I do believe that if we do get our voices out there, I do believe that BBC will look at it. I'm not saying they'll listen to us, but they will look at it. And they are aware, trust me, they're aware that this show hasn't gone well, right? There was even some acknowledgement over the ratings, right? So they know it hasn't done well. And I honestly, and I said this, and I got a bit of pushback from it a few months back when I brought it up. But even for BBC, they've gone a bit too far, right? Chibnall and Whittaker. And what I was told at the time was they want a more traditional Doctor Who. Remember, I told you there are different factions within the BBC fighting. BBC studios wanted to go one way, the BBC wanted to go another way, and then there are other people wanting it to go this, that, or whatever way. Right? So let's do it. Let's get behind this hashtag. Let's get the word out. Even if you don't support Michael Sheen as the Doctor, that's not the point, right? The point is send a message to the BBC, right? Because if we all start picking different choices, right, we're not going to get anywhere. Say, for example, I use hashtag Sheen for 14 and then someone else uses a hashtag for their favorite. It's not going to work that way. We need to get behind one name. And right now, because he won the poll and because I know he wants the role, we should get behind Michael Sheen. Right. Someone says, let's get the show back. I'm not saying we'll get it back, but we could certainly make our voices be heard. This is our chance now. And I do believe we can make a difference like we did with the emails over Graham O'Brien. I really do. I really, really do. Right? So, look, I'm going to leave it there. I hope I have been able to convince some people. And I'm sorry I've come down hard on this stream. But we really need to put our pettiness and our hatefulness aside for this. Because this is the only opportunity that we're ever going to get to have an impact or to have our voices be heard. After this, folks, it's done. You know, I don't think we'll ever. If we just sit back and let the others decide who the next doctor is. That's it. It's done. It's done. And I don't think deep down that anyone out there wants Doctor Who to die. Deep down, I don't think even those most cynical people at the BBC, deep down, look deep inside yourself, right? Inside your soul, and tell me honestly that you want Doctor Who to die. You don't. Because like you all, this show means something to you. That's why you have been angry for the 5 years like myself, because you actually do care. When I hear fans say, oh, I don't care anymore, you do care. You've always cared. That's why you keep talking about it. That's why you always defend it. That's why you always come out and say that the show should be in this direction and that direction, because you still do care. You still care. So let's show now that we care. Let's get behind this, folks. Right. I'll leave it there now before because I got a bit emotional there. I need time to calm down a little bit. And then we're going to be back for a movie stream. I'll be setting up the movie stream in a few minutes. We won't be starting till 8 o'clock. So that's an hour from now. I have to bring Ted down. Cheryl's not feeling well. She's in bed. So I have to bring Ted down before we stream. And then I'll be bringing them out then after the stream. So I won't be able to hang around for too long. Exactly. That's what I mean. Everybody does care. I know they say and they write messages up saying that they don't care, they hope it crashes and burns and all of this, right? But deep down, they don't, right? Deep down, they don't. And why? Because you wouldn't be still here after 5 years, still fucking complaining and still trying to defend the show when people call out you as doctors or say that the show was sexist. You still fight. You still fight for it. So you still do care. So this is it, folks. We got one opportunity. You know, as Eminem says, you got one opportunity and that's it. You know? So let's do it. Let's do it. I'll talk to me panelists later on. I see some of you are in the chat right now. I'll see you all later on for the movie stream. But listen, thank you for all listening to this video or listening to this stream. But again, I'm not going to make any apologies for anything that I've said in the stream. For the simple fact is I really do believe in this. And I'm going to fight for it tooth and nail. And I just think we need to get behind this. And that's where I'll leave it. So I'll see you all later on. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for even using the hashtag in here. Now, for you guys that are using the hashtag in here and happen to be on Bleeding Twitter, do me a favor. Get on there, get your Michael Sheen photos, and start hashtagging away. And if you can, if there are people out there that you think will get behind this, tag them in it as well and ask them to retweet it as well. I'll see you back here in about 50 minutes for Batman. So if you want to join us for Tim Burton's Batman, please do. We look forward to seeing you all. Thank you, Dave Travels Through Time. Thanks, Lee, for supporting it, because I mean, if I'm able to convince Lee to support me hashtag, right, when he originally showed us someone on the stream a few days back, and he'd go for an unknown. The fact that he's getting behind this pleases me. It does. Let's hope we can convince others to get behind it as well. So I want to thank Lee and everybody else that's supporting the hashtag now. Now get on Twitter there now and hashtag away. And again, remember, as I said, let people know why you're getting behind the hashtag as well, though, to make people understand why you want them to get behind the hashtag. Okay? Because you will get a bit of people not agreeing with you. So give them the reasons. Look, you can give them the reasons that I gave on the video, or you can give your own reasons. But, you're going to get a bit of pushback off some of these fans. But I would ask you to explain why they should get behind it. You know. Right, I'm gonna leave it there. I'll see you in a few. Right, have a good one. Thank you for joining me. And as I said, we will see you for cracking time, the movie zone. It's Batman. So come and join us. Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. Can't wait. It's been years since I watched it, have to be honest. So I'm looking forward to it because it's a great Batman movie. I do love Batman Begins, but you know, Michael Keaton obviously was the Batman I grew up with as a kid, like everybody else. So come and join us for it because it's been a while. See you later, folks. Have a good one. Talk to you soon.